Ready.
Cross my legs na rin.
See?
No, it's so much
Follow
harder.
your wife. Your wife knows best. You know why I'm always sleepy, love? Because I don't take naps in the daytime. And because I wake up at 6 o'clock in the morning for Scott. Make breakfast, ganyan, etc., etc.
And
So by this time, deads na me.
so, pass mo na ngayon?
No, we should. Fight. Push. Kaya ko to. I believe in myself.
No, actually, sa lahat ng mga social media natin, I really find podcasting to be the most enjoyable.
Yeah, I
Do you
mean,
feel
because
the same way?
it's like we're just talking. It's like you're just keeping me up to talk, which is fun.
Yeah, I feel like it's fun because we get to spend time to like devote time to just talking, just you and me. I mean, we do that from time to time, but this one is like sadya, and it gives us more openness, more meaningful conversation sometimes.
Yeah, I feel like sometimes during the day we're so caught up in the things that we need to do. Like you have
Especially
work, especially me, where like at any given time Scotty can call me. I have to make stuff around the household, whatever, or my work. Parang even if we're having a conversation, there's no time that we can really sit down and there are no disturbances. You know what I mean? And we can just talk about anything.
Yeah. I feel like ikaw yung mas hardworking among the both of us.
Why do you say that?
Because you do that for Scott, like the breastfeeding, the preparing his food, and then you work pa, and not only are you uploading twice a week on YouTube, you have Instagram pa, and then you have this podcast pa, and the rest of the work, which sometimes I feel like sa tingin ng mga outsiders is an easy work. It's just posting photos.
Oh my, I can go on and on and on about how vlogging or Instagramming, like people always think it's so easy, but it's not as glam as you think. It's hard.
Paminsan,
and it takes time.
Like, I understand your world now. Paminsan merong mga clients that ask me, Slater, can you shoot a video today and post tomorrow? Like parang, ha? Walang ganyan.
It's
Hindi
so
kaya yan.
hard. It's so hard. There's a lot of planning that goes to it. I always liken it to, you know how there are like TV commercials.
Yeah.
Behind TV commercials, there are a team of people. You have the people who are writing the script, the makeup artist, the people who conceptualize, the director,
Tama.
the editor, the cameraman. There are so many people, the client, everyone. And when you're a vlogger, that's just you. You are one person. Sometimes you can aid the help of your like husband or your wife or your partner or whatever. But most of the time, that's just you. And like when you're making Instagram captions, when you're making an Instagram post, it's like a magazine photo, like an ad in a magazine, right?
Yeah.
So you really have to think about it so many times. And apart from the creatives and the production side, there's the back end pa, dealing with the client, contracts, accounting.
Yeah,
Diba? There's so many
taxes.
things. Yeah, there are really so many things to account for that I think not everyone realizes.
Oo. Na-realize ko yan, especially with YouTube. YouTube takes a lot of time. Yeah, parang it's a simple 10-minute, 20-minute video, but kailangan siya ng a lot of thought behind it, a lot of effort, a lot of preparations going in. Especially ako, na very nerdy when it comes to the technical stuff.
Gusto mo perfect,
Gusto ko
perfectionist.
perfect lighting, perfect camera. So parang it takes me I think I shoot videos longer than you.
Yeah, I think you do. But that's okay. I mean, kanya-kanya lang yan.
Yeah. But sometimes, do you ever feel unmotivated?
Oh yeah, and sometimes naburn out rin. Well, not recently. I haven't felt burnt out recently, but
Really? You just told me.
no, I haven't felt burnt out recently, but I think it's because I've been doing this for so long. Like it's been more than a decade of me producing content online. So I kind of know now how to balance. Like I know my triggers already. Like for example,
Alam mo na napapunta ka na doon.
yeah, like for example, when Slater started getting into all of these analytics and stuff, you'd always talk to me about it like, oh, hey, look at this number. Oh, this channel, it means my channel's doing this well. Oh, that's so cool, la la la. And I was never into the analytics because the moment I start looking at the numbers, to me, parang because I'm already dealing with so much, and because parang it just makes it feel like work to me.
And I feel
know,
like it makes you less genuine to who you are. I feel because if you're always chasing the numbers, parang you'll do a lot just to get the numbers.
yeah, I hardly ever look at the numbers. Maybe like once a month or less. Before, I only did it when I had a meeting with my YouTube partner manager. But now, like, no talaga. So, kind of just knowing your triggers, I think. And before, though, when I was just starting out, I would get burnt out and feel unmotivated a lot. And I think that it's because of that. Like, there's just so much on your palette, and you're trying to accomplish so much. Sometimes you're lost also because there's no one guiding you, like, where you should go. So you're kind of like on your own, and there's so many like, oh, I have to do this, oh, look at this person, I have to do it better than her, there's so many things, right? And then at the end of the day, you're just like, oh my god, I don't know what to do anymore, napapagod na ako, like ayoko na.
So when you feel these triggers, what do you do?
Now I just kind of make sure that there's a balance. You know what I mean? Like, I produce content because it makes me happy. I chat with my viewers because it makes me happy and it makes them happy. Like, I'm doing all of these things to kind of keep me motivated, keep me wanting to create more content. And I'm skipping all the parts that stress me out. So, numbers stress me out. I feel like when it's a numbers game, parang hindi na siya, I'm not producing the content that I want to produce. It's more like, oh, this video will do better, so I have to do these kinds of videos instead of the ones that I want to make. You know what I mean? So, yun, like, I just keep doing it as a hobby. I'm just very fortunate that the hobby is actually like making me, like, sustaining me.
Yes, because when I look at you, I feel like even if you don't earn much from what you're doing right now, sabihin natin, you'll still be doing it.
What do you mean?
If you don't get paid as much, or let's say, for example, you used to do it for free.
You're saying that I'm not doing it for the money.
You may, but even if it wasn't as lucrative as you hope it would be, you'd still be doing it. Or even if it was just a hobby and you sabihin natin, accountant ka, I think you'll still be doing it on the side.
Okay. So even if like, let's say YouTube and Instagram, it wasn't paying me as much, I would continue doing it.
Yes. Or even if you don't have as much followers.
Yeah, I really enjoy it. And I think that's really what keeps me going. It's not getting followers, getting likes. It's not just that. I really love doing what I do. Like, whenever somebody asks me, like, are you happy now with your life? What's your dream job? I'm like, honestly, I'm living my dream life, and I love this job.
With your dream husband.
Yeah. With my dream baby and my dream dog. But no, honestly, I'm really contented.
That's nice.
I'm really contented. And, well, like, a lot of people say, oh, you only do blogging or you only do vlogging because of the free stuff that you get. Nako, grabe. When I started, hindi pa siya uso. Like, I was doing it literally for free. Like, every day, twice a day, I have a new blog post because I love it.
And people think we actually like receiving free stuff all the time.
Yeah.
But guys, to tell you honestly, we turn down a lot of free stuff because punong-puno na yung bahay namin. And I feel like sometimes it's such a waste.
It's such a waste nga, totoo. And also, parang, I think a lot of people that gift us things, syempre, they expect
something in return.
We're gonna promote them.
Yeah.
But tayo, we're so choosy. We only really promote
the things that
we really use.
Yeah.
Diba? And like, for example, let's say, give me something like a microphone brand, whatever, let's just say. Let's say 10 different microphone companies, 10 different brands send us microphones. Do we really have the time and the energy to test out every single microphone? You know what I mean?
Or sabihin natin, like, how many times have you turned down a fast food ad?
Oh, I can't even
because
count.
you don't eat.
Because I'm pescatarian.
Yeah, chicken. Or
like
meat.
like drinks, alcohol that I don't drink, I really turn down. Even makeup that I don't use, I turn down. Even skincare, even if they pay so much, like, turn down. Like, I think that's also one of the things that keep me from being burnt out. Because if you're just doing it for the money, or you're doing it to, like, even if you don't love it and just for the brand, just for the client to be happy, parang the video that you put out, you won't be happy with it.
Yeah.
Right? You'll just be stressed out. Like, always stressed out about this video. Hindi ka honest. You have to lie to your audience, but you have to lie to yourself pa. Parang, there's so many stressful things. Parang, ayoko na. That's really not my personality. Yun. How about you, love?
You make a good point when it comes to feeling unmotivated. It's when the things you're doing doesn't align with who you are.
Yes, exactly. That's a nice way to put it.
Yeah. Or you're maybe probably trying to do too much. I mean, I understand in short bursts, sacrifice ako, I need money kasi I need to survive. Parang,
Right.
oh yeah, you do it for short bursts until you get to a point where you can start turning down people or start turning down work because there are more important things in your life na. So I feel like you have to get to a level of success then to start saying na, okay, I'll turn down these types of works.
Yeah, because not everyone naman has the luxury to
Yeah.
choose what they're gonna do, diba?
Ang napansin ko is that I don't really enjoy being in front of a camera.
You don't?
Yeah.
You're a teacher. You
I
love
like talking.
teaching.
I like these types of setup where I just talk and I can delve deeper. But when it has to be structured, when I have to talk really, really smoothly.
When you have to memorize lines,
when I have
you
to memorize
hate that.
lines, I don't like it. But I like being behind the camera. I like the tech. I like tweaking
you do.
camera.
Ooh, ikaw na magsiset up ng camera ko every time.
Bakit? Sa tingin mo hindi ba ngayon?
Literally for this podcast, all I do is show up.
Yep, that's all she does every single time. Pero I like learning about things and how it could be improved. And sometimes it may be a detriment kasi nasistress out ako when I don't get it perfectly.
Yeah. You're always telling me like, oh, that can be better. Let's try this. Let's try that. And I'm just like, can you just shoot the damn video? Like,
I'm the
I don't
type
care.
of person to break things even if it's not broken.
Right. Just to see how it works.
Sadyain ko. Like,
Right.
when I was a kid, I'd used to break down toys and see how they work inside.
Right.
So, parang, ganito pala yun. Or like, even in like, sobrang layo na mga topics about, hindi na siya interesting for most people. Like, how gravity works, like, it revolves like a funnel, or parang mga ganyan, na parang, oh yeah, I find it very, very interesting. Tell me
Yeah.
more.
It's cute. Like, you want to learn new things. In fact, like, I'm just going to ask you, like, one time I just asked you, love, you want to start a podcast? And the next thing I know, he knows all the microphones in the market. He knows how to connect, what cable to use, la la la. Like, grabe. Sobrang in-depth na ng knowledge niya.
Oo, kasi even the cable pala, sobrang daming klaseng cable. There's a small cable, there's the concert cable which we're using, the XLR cable.
And when you talk to me about it, you're so passionate pa about it.
Parang I find it fascinating, and I don't only stop there. I don't stop there. I get to bakit ganito ang different types of cable. Hindi sa isip ko, hindi siya different types of plugs lang. So I would like research why you use certain types of cables for this versus that. Anong advantage versus the disadvantage?
Because if I was left to my own devices and like I had to shoot a podcast by myself and I had to buy all this gear by myself, you know what I would do? I would just search like best setup for podcast. And then just buy number one. Like SEO, whatever. Yeah, we're so opposite when it comes to that. Like for me, I think it's because I'm also like juggling so many things. I just want to get things done fast. You know what I mean? But you want to get things done right.
I can't take it if I'm not doing things like optimally.
Right.
I don't like it when I'm using something that I know can be improved. And engineering, I think it's an engineering thing. Like, ever since bata kami, my dad will take us to project sites and like look at things. And he'll ask our opinions. Kahit alam na niya yung answer, sabihin niya, look at what you see there. Do you think that can be improved pa? Do you think that can be more efficient?
Oh, no wonder you're like that. Always improving everything in
Yeah,
life.
like mga tweak. Oh
Right.
my goodness. Like when you work for me, you expect that all the time. So I only work with people who think alike. Like I love working with the people in Light Block kasi halos sila lahat like they will report to me, "Sir, I found something that I can improve on." Excited sila.
Right.
Like, I hate it when the people that work for me are satisfied with where they are. And they see it like, oh, I'll do this. and I'll do this at this level for the rest of my life, I'm good.
Right. But I'm contented. So are you saying I can never work for you?
I think you can never work for me in Light Block.
Yeah.
Depende. Like, certain companies have different cultures.
Right.
A lot of companies have, money at all cost cultures. Meron ding innovation. Meron ding, like, teamwork. Kahit hindi masyadong income generating, pero masaya yung company. 'Di ba? Or meron ding kahit mag-aaway pa tayo as long as we're earning money. 'Di ba? So I feel like Light Block is the innovation type and teamwork type of company.
But I do work for you in Light Block.
You help me with my accounting.
Yeah.
Yeah, but for the innovation side, I really appreciate. I actually had a lot of fights with a lot of other employees. You can never be hindi naman perfect yung company. Meron naman din talagang away. Or
You fight your employees?
Like arguments.
Right.
Because I feel like they can do better. They have the potential to do better. But they don't.
Oh, yeah. I witnessed one.
Yeah.
I witnessed one or two. Yeah.
And when I push them, ang sinasabi nila, you're asking for something that is impossible.
You're asking for too much.
You're asking for too much. When that happens, I usually say, give that to me. I'll do it.
Right.
Then magawa ko. So if I'm better at your job,
Right.
may problema tayo.
Right. Right. Because you're not supposed to be good at everything. That's why you hire them in the first place. You hire people who are better than you.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. That's understandable.
Mm-hmm. Like, parang when we're talking about sales, I shouldn't be able to teach you or to do your work better. Like, you should be able to teach me about sales.
Right.
Kasi hinahire kita and you're in the line of sales.
But like you're always on the hunt for improvement. You're always looking at what's next, what's ahead, what's in front, like where can I go? Doesn't that ever like tire you and like demotivate you sometimes? Like hindi ka ba napapagod na lagi kang tumatakbo?
Napapagod ako when it's something that I'm trying to improve and there's no tangible roadmap to improving. Like, for example, if you want to improve something when it regards to, let's say, being more famous, ang hirap niyan gawin. Kasi you are at the mercy of other people.
Okay.
But when I do it for myself, like, okay, I'll just improve the video quality. I'll just improve the voice quality of the podcast. Or I'll just improve the product. Mas tangible siya, mas makikita mo yung roadmap and the steps that you need to take to get there. Mas motivated ako because nakikita mo yung little bit of improvements. Like the 1%. I always tell my employees this. If you can improve 1%, just 1%, just look for that 1%. And if you can do it every day, 1% every day, after a year, that's more than 300. Or if it's compounding 1%, it's like 600% better. Times 6 better. Imagine that. And when you're in a leadership position,
In a leadership.
When you're in a leadership position, which when I talk to employees, the people that work for me, most of them are in a managerial position. If I can improve myself 1%, and because I improve myself 1%, you improve 1%. Imagine the growth of not just the company, but the people in the company.
Right.
The personalities of the company, the character, the culture of the company.
And also, it's kind of like a pay it forward kind of thing.
Yeah.
So you improve, and
It's
all
like a
of
virtuous
the
cycle.
people that you touch improve, and all the people they touch improve, and it's like exponentially better for everyone.
Yeah, kasi I'm a very self-improvement guy.
Yeah, he loves the self-helpy books.
Yes, so parang yung mga books na nababasa ko about leadership, I pass it on to the people that work for me. Parang, let's say, I read like 10, 20 books a year. And then, I have a manufacturing book, I have a sales book, I have an accounting book I'll read. And then, whenever I find one that resonates with me and I feel like, oh, this is important, I share bits and pieces of that to the certain departments that need it. So parang it's like continuously improving them also.
Right.
And like sa side naman nila, they get to be better if they are willing to be. And then if ever sabihin natin in the future, hindi na nila type mo na to stay in light block, they can find another job, and that new job will give them more benefits because they know a lot more already. So it's not just me being selfish for the company. Kasi ito yung mga ayaw ko is yung term na, oh, if we train them and then they leave, di wala din, sayang din. But what if you don't train them and they stay? Diba? So you're stuck with na company. Actually, that's what motivates me. Always
we're so different when it comes to that, because don't get me wrong, like I'm all for self-improvement and improvement in all of the work that I do, but even by just hearing you talk about like, okay, I'm gonna read the next book about sales, and then I'm gonna read the book about, let's say, like shooting camera, and then accounting, and then nasa-stress na ako. I'm like, oh my gosh, doesn't that, like, to me, I just want to do, you know what I mean? Like, I want to stop, like, thinking about it so much, knowing the theory behind it, and I just want to just do it,
mas
dive
spontaneous
deep.
Ka. Creative kasi yung trabaho mo.
Yeah, I guess so.
So, and
I mean, the more thought and analytics, and the more I have to kind of, like, put logic behind everything that I do, the more I don't want to do it.
Yep,
You know what I mean? But
experienced that from you.
yeah, but like I mean, you can't say that it's because I'm a creative, because I also do a lot of accounting work, like a lot of accounting work,
Yeah.
not just for you, but for other things as well. So it's not that, it's just, I guess, a difference in personality. Like, I'm a very organized person. I
Yes.
love numbers. I love, like, there's so many things that you can say I'm super nerdy. But but when it comes to these things, parang opposite tayo, no?
I feel like depende sa hilig. Now that I'm like, you're talking about this, you don't see it, but you always research a lot of things also.
About Scott?
About Scott, about makeup dati,
Skincare. But
skincare.
parang it's not to improve. It's just, I don't know.
Because mahilig ka sa ganyan.
I don't know eh.
And that's exactly what I mean. It's not really just to improve. Mahilig ako to find new ways of solving problems. Mahilig ako to be more efficient. And it's a pet peeve of mine when things are not... Ang concept ko is anything worth doing
It's worth doing well.
is worth doing well. So, naiinis ako when I'm like doing something that is...
Like, it could be better.
Unoptimized.
Right,
Yeah.
right. I know. Even like, let's say you have this exercise equipment. It's already amazing. It's great, whatever. And then Slater finds out from a TV show that, hey, this equipment, there's a better version. And then he's like researching about that best version. And he's like, what if I buy it? What if I buy it?
Ang problema
I'm
niya.
like, you already have one.
Buti na lang, and all the other things in my life, hindi ako magastos. Magastos lang ako when it comes to like tech and things that
Everything na mahilig ka.
Yeah, but
I don't
for
mind
example, it's usually tools, if you notice. It's always tools. Hindi ako mahilig sa fashion brands. I like to keep it simple. Hindi ako mahilig sa anything like super luxurious, mga jewelry, watches, or whatever. Pero if it's tools, sobrang, like, I have fun, like, comparing things. Like, ito, murahing drill. Like, hand drill.
Right.
Ito, mamahaling drill. Anong difference? Because if you use the murang drill and then you don't get to try the mahal, parang, okay ka na. But when you use the other one and go back to the mura one, like, parang, oh no, I don't want to use this anymore.
Yeah, but
I get fascinated
a lot
by that innovation.
A lot of the times, you don't even get to try the mahal one. You just research about it and your brain won't stop churning na.
Ito ang problema sa researching, guys, is
You get tempted.
Yeah, you get tempted and you know what's wrong. Kasi pag sinabi sa reviewer, oh, this
my
is wrong,
gosh.
this is wrong, this is wrong. And then parang, I don't want to buy this anymore. I have to upgrade.
Ito pa yung isang difference natin. Like, for example, let's say we're buying something on Amazon, right?
Yeah.
Like, let's say it's something for Scott. Like, let's say a crib. What I would do is, I'll search best crib for baby. And then,
Okay ka na.
number 1 on the list, If it's like 5-star reviews and a lot of people review it, I won't even bother to read the review. I'll just buy it.
Oh, I think that's where we make a huge difference. Kasi pag
You
naka
read every
4.5
single-
stars yan sa Amazon or Lazada or whatever, babasahin ko yung worst reviews. And I'll say, oh, the worst part about this product actually resonates with me, so I won't buy it.
Yeah, you're crazy when it comes to things like that. For me, kasi, parang, maybe it's because I'm doing so many things, no? Na I like to kind of manage my time wisely. So, I hated that I'm spending so much time researching about this one thing when I feel like the number of stars and the number of reviews, parang, good enough na yan to tell me basically what I need to know.
Well,
Something
hindi
like
naman
that.
ako ganyan for everything.
Yeah. I'm
But
just saying.
for the mga important things that I feel are important, I actually research it a lot. But I do it as a hobby. Like, I don't watch
Yeah,
YouTube
true.
videos just for fun. I mean,
Yes, that's
yung
another
fun ko,
difference of us.
Oo, ikaw is like, oh, ano nang nangyari kay whoever
Like Heart
influencer?
Evangelista.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, look, Heart went here. Or look, Selen went there, or whatever. Like,
Yeah. Ako wala akong alam sa ganyan.
you're always just researching about stuff. And also, this holds the same for our type of books.
Yes.
Like, you love self-help books, whereas I am all about fiction. Fiction. Yeah, and whenever he tells me, oh, you gotta read this book, it's so cool, like, must read. So I read it, and I'm like, oh my God, I want to stab myself. This is killing me. Like, why is this so boring? And then I tell you, like, you know what I'm reading now? This girl, she did this, she did that, she did this. Like, super opposite.
Oo,
I know.
mahilig ka sa stories. Ako mahilig ako sa facts and research. I have this book that I'm reading now. It's super interesting, but it's like listening to a thesis paper.
Oh my God.
It's
Kill
called
me.
Anti-Fragile. But it's sobrang ganda. It talks about how a lot of the things that we do to shield ourselves from danger, from mga harm, are actually detrimental to us.
Yeah, I think we talked about it in a previous podcast, no?
Yeah.
Like how we have to break the rules sometimes because the rules that are kind of, we think, holding us together, they're actually the ones that are caging us.
Yeah,
of
or
sorts.
let's say, for example, a parent that is overly
protective
of a child. So the child doesn't grows up without the
independence.
Yes,
Always depends
nasa
on the
bubble
parent.
siya.
Yeah.
So it's something to do with that, and then it's 9 hours of that, and yung mga narrator pa audiobook kasi, so parang sobrang boring ganito sila magsalita.
Oh
Like,
my God. When I'm listening to audiobooks, and then like, siguro mga first, let's say 2 minutes lang. I'll give it 2 minutes max. Sometimes nga 1 minute lang eh. Pag hindi ko na type yung voice niya, babu. Like, don't waste my time. Like, to me kasi, time is so precious and important because I'm really doing so many things, especially now with Scott. So parang, I don't wanna waste even, like, I feel like I'm wasting my life if I'm listening to a book that I don't enjoy. To me, everything in life, for me lang, everything that I do, I have to enjoy. Right?
It's I would say it's kanya-kanya kasi.
Kanya-kanya.
Because you say you're
Kanya-kanya
doing
talaga.
that because you enjoy it. I'm doing this
Because you enjoy it,
I actually
exactly.
enjoy it. For other people, maybe they see like, oh, it's like boring.
Yeah,
and,
like me, we enjoy different things.
Yeah. And I feel like how you are seeing me is how I see accountants.
No, Sad.
No,
Oy.
ganito. Like, I hate numbers, and when I see accountants, like parang, ang boring ng trabaho. It's just numbers all day long. But accountants actually love it.
Yeah,
accountants
you know
love balancing the books.
Yeah, there's a weird sense of satisfaction when you finally find all the number you're looking for.
Oh.
There's really, I feel that. We're
A
so
few days
different.
ago, I actually told my girl sa payroll, si Angeline, sabi ko, Angeline, itong every week that we're doing, that I have to check the payroll, I have to make sure everything is to the dot point something hours working sakto. Sabi ko, I'll be very honest with you. This is not my strength. Let's delegate it to somebody else. I'll be the one to triple check, meaning I'll check the bigger picture. I'll check the bigger numbers, pero yung mga maliliit na bagay, I'm sorry, even though I try so hard at it. I feel like it's like for some people or for you, you're probably exerting like 2 out of 10 effort when you do it. Or maybe, sige, sabihin na natin 4. But for me, it's like 20 over 10. And it's half the quality of work pa.
Why? You already gave that work to me. Why did you bawi it kasi?
The payroll thing?
Yeah, you already gave that to me. I don't know. Suddenly one day you decided to do it. I'm like, okay. Yun na.
But we hired more people to do it.
Okay. But yeah, that's so true. Very different in personality lang, no?
Oo, but ganito, I was sobrang tagal na, and then, alam mo, dati sikat si Oprah, diba, sa TV. So I was watching Oprah. And then she was talking about, don't try to fix your weaknesses. Live with your weaknesses and just
focus on your
strengthen your strengths.
Right.
Like, make sure your strengths are really, really strong. So
Yeah,
I never
because-
got it. Like, parang, shouldn't you work on your weaknesses so wala kang weakness? But right now, in the real world, parang nagigets ko na, oh, okay, yeah, I really get that. You surround yourself with people who can do your weaknesses and you play your strengths.
So, there's a quote na, but if you were to choose, would you rather be a jack of all trades, master of none, or master of one?
Yeah.
So, ikaw, master of one. Yung sa'yo.
Kay Bruce Lee, I fear not the guy who practices 10,000 kicks. I fear the guy who practices one kick 10,000 times.
Bruce Lee talaga yung idol mo,
Bruce Lee,
no?
huh? Be water, my friend. When the water is poured into a cup, it becomes the cup.
Samok ka. Oy.
Pour it in a teapot, it becomes the teapot.
What is with your weird fascination with Bruce Lee?
Oh, the philosophy of Bruce Lee is like Confucius level. If you look at mga Bruce Lee,
Guys, Bruce Lee, because Slater thinks he looks like Bruce Lee, right? Ay, Jet Li dito. Jet Li, you think you look like Jet Li.
a lot of people think I look like Jet Li. Ikaw, you look like
Who do you think I look like?
Donalyn Bartolome.
What the hell? Yeah, a lot of people say I look like Donna. She's my friend.
Yeah.
I don't mind.
Anyway, it's fun like talking about how, because people think that for us to be together, we have a lot of things that are
In common.
in common. Pero ang dami pala nating differences.
Ang dami nating differences. But we still get along. Like our taste in food, opposite. If there's a buffet table, whatever I get, Slater will get the opposite. Like, our plates are always not matching. Diba? Or like, even our taste in movies, Netflix shows, our taste in books. Even the people
Oh
we
yeah,
follow.
even the movies. I
Even the
like the
movies.
dark movies where you have to think, or like mga documentary
you like
style.
action. Somebody
Oh,
has
yung
to
mga
die. He hates anything
Sa
that's
kanya
light
is-
and fun. He hates like
Devil Wears Prada.
I don't like Devil Wears Prada, but
Or
for
something like
example,
that.
like The Crown. The Crown is also like kind of heavy, but I like it based on facts and like old school kind of. He hates it. He wants everything to be boom, boom, boom. Like so much action. Yeah, iba-iba talaga, no? But it doesn't mean that if you guys are opposite, that
So, ganito, ang dami nating differences. Ako yung difference, ikaw yung differences.
ano?
Yeah, ako yung lalaki, so ako yung difference. Ikaw yung differences.
Huwag sabot. Huwag kasabot.
Difference and differences.
Huwag ko kasabot.
Kailangan kong na-crown, yung may crown ba? Difference and differences.
Di jud ko ganahan. La. Imong joke ba? Oh, I really hate it. It's so bati. Bati Why does all your jokes have to be so like you murder the word ba? That's why I don't get it. You have to think about it in a super like how you say it in bisdak. Samok ka. Ay. My brain doesn't work that way. Anyway, Loms.
It's
bahala na ka diha. I'm not gonna save you.
What are other things that we're very different about?
The two of us? A lot. Like,
The food we eat.
the food we eat, opposite. Movies you watch, books you read. Even the way we shower. Gosh, everything's different. Even the products we use.
Because I feel like we still get together because those are, again, surface level differences.
Even the choice of clothes we wear.
Yeah. And the style and
Everything.
everything. But the core values kasi, pareho tayo ng beliefs.
Yeah.
Like the way we see life, the way we see our purpose, the way...
Family.
Yeah, how we treat family, how we treat each other, how we believe we should talk to one another. Yeah. That's why nag-work tayo. Yun,
I know. That's
difference
love.
and differences.
My God. My God. The title of this podcast is going to be... Ayoko na sabihin.
And with that...
Good night, my prince.
Good night, my princess.
Good night, everyone.